Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Kate Hopkinson, and as a civil marriage celebrant, it is my pleasure to welcome you. We are gathered here now with a common purpose, to be fellow witness to the marriage of Ken and Erica, and to help celebrate this wonderful occasion with them. In their hearts, they are already committed to one another. This ceremony gives formal recognition to that commitment. As you, their family and friends, have all shared in different parts of their lives at one time or another, now you have been asked to share in the one day that will always remain special. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners, the Wardandi people, whose land that we are gathered on here today. I would also like to acknowledge the ancestors not only of this place, but also of our families who are with us today. Today we are able to celebrate the coming together of two families in this area of profound cultural significance. To kick off the ceremony, I would like to invite Erica's soul sisters, Nikki, Jo, Gab and Amanda, to please come forward to present a reading.
The other me.
Blue sister, not the soul sister. Blue.
One? Yeah, okay. Why Marriage by Gina Akalatsa. Because of the depths of me, I long to love one person, with all my heart, my soul, my mind, my body. Because I need a forever friend to trust with the intimacies of me, who won't hold them against me, and who loves me when I'm unlikable, who sees the small child in me, and who looks for the divine potential of me.
Because I need to cuddle in the warmth of the night with someone who is thankful for me, with someone who is I am filled blessed to hold. Because marriage means opportunity to grow in loving friendship.
Because marriage is a discipline to be added to a list of achievements. Because marriages do not fail, people fail when they enter into marriage, expecting another to make them whole.
Because knowing this, I promise myself to take full responsibility for my spiritual, mental and physical wholeness. I create me. I take half the responsibility for my marriage. Together we create marriage. Because with this understanding, the possibilities are limitless and our love will last forever.
Ken and Erica, before you are joined in marriage in my presence and the presence of these witnesses, I must remind you of the serious and permanent promise of the relationship into which you are now sealing. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all other, voluntarily entered into for life. This marriage that I am duly authorised to solemnise according to law will strengthen the bonds of love and commitment that already exist within this relationship. From today, you will be bonded by promises that you will make in front of us. May your marriage allow you both to grow in your ability to understand and care for each other, and may this union be surrounded by love, laughter and friendship. Erica and Ken would also like to acknowledge that they believe that any strong, loving and healthy relationship deserves to be recognised and celebrated. It is not so much whom you love, but rather how you nurture and treasure that love which is important. We look forward to the day when all couples have the opportunity and choice to marry within Australia.
Hi, Booze.
It's all right, I've got last words. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one's aimed for you, so have your speaking voice ready. Family and friends, please respond in a big, loud, positive voice to the following question. Are you willing now and always to nurture this marriage by offering Ken and Erica your continued love and support?
Yes.
Excellent.
How about you, Booze?
I think Sally's into it too. Now, while looking at each other, Ken and Erica, you accept Erica as your wife, to allow her to grow and blossom, to care and nurture her spirit, to respect and encourage her in sickness and in health, and remain faithful to her alone for as long as you both shall live? Erica, will you take Ken to be your husband? Will you love and respect him? Be honest with him and stand by him through whatever may come, so you can openly share your life together.
I will.
Ken and Erica, you are now about to make promises to one another. Today, these marriage vows and beautiful words represent even more beautiful intentions. You will find, as you live these vows over the years, investing your time, your love and commitment, your bond grows ever stronger. And thank you for joining your hands, because I would have asked you to do that. Ken, if you...
I'm doing as I'm told.
Yes. Appropriate. Ken, if you can please repeat after me. I ask the people here present
I ask the people here present
to witness that I, Kenneth Earl McGee,
to witness that I, Kenneth Earl McGee,
take you, Erica Josephine Hodge,
take you, Erica Josephine Hodge,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
You are my best friend and my equal.
My best friend and my equal.
In you, I have found my perfect partner in life.
In you, I have found my perfect partner in life.
And in that, I have found a love
And in that, I have found a love
that will last an eternity.
that will last in eternity.
I promise always to be your loving husband.
I promise to always be your loving husband.
Perfect. And Erica, in your own time, I ask the people here present
I ask the people here present
to witness that I, Erica Josephine Hodge,
to witness that I, Erica Josephine Hodge,
take you, Kenneth Earl McGee,
take you, Kenneth Earl McGee,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
You are my soulmate, and together we are complete.
You are my soulmate, and together we are complete.
I will always be by your side,
I will always be by your side,
regardless of what we encounter
regardless of what we encounter
throughout our lives together.
throughout our lives together.
I am honoured to be marrying you.
I am honoured to be marrying you.
I will love you with all my heart forever as your wife.
I will love you with all my heart forever as your wife.
Perfect. Erica and Ken's rings have been especially crafted for them. The symbol of a wedding ring signifies togetherness, purity, and an unending connection. May it signify the continuing journey of your relationship. Gentlemen, if you'd like to present the rings. Oh. Thank you. And Ken, with the ring poised over Erica's left ring finger, please repeat after me. Let this ring be a constant reminder
Let this ring be a constant reminder
of the promises we share,
of the promises we share,
the love we feel,
the love we feel,
the commitment and trust given to one another.
commitment and trust given to one another.
I love you.
I love you.
And place the ring.
Give it a shove up.
It's not coming off. It's all good. Erica, with the ring poised over Ken's left ring finger, please repeat after me. Let this ring be a constant reminder
Let this ring be a constant reminder
of the promises we share,
of the promises we share,
the love we feel,
the love we feel,
the commitment and trust given to one another.
the commitment and trust given to one another.
I love you. I love you. And place the ring.
It's on now.
We would now like to invite Ken's sister, Debbie, to please come forward to present an Indian wedding blessing.
Don't fall over.
Erica and Ken. Okay. Erica and Ken wanted to honor my mom because she wasn't able to be here. So what they did is they looked into our Indian heritage and they found this wedding blessing. The Indian wedding blessing. Now we feel no rain, for each of us will be a shelter to the other. I'm not going to be able to get it through.
You can do it.
You good?
Now we feel no cold, for each of us will be warm to the other. Now there is no loneliness, for each of us will be a companion to the other. We are two bodies, but there is one life before us and one home. When evening falls, I'll look up and there you will be. I'll take your hand, you'll take mine, and together we'll turn around to look at the road we traveled to reach this, the hour of our happiness. It stretches behind us, even as the future lays ahead. A long and winding road whose every turning means discovery. Old hopes, new laughter, shared fears. The adventure has just begun.
Now for the fun bit. Ken and Erica, may you retain the strength you need to keep the promises that you have made. May life enrich you more than you have imagined, and your united influences bring happiness to your family and friends. As you have consented together in lawful marriage in the presence of these witnesses, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Where would you like people? Do you want everyone where they are and to come in?
3, right?
And life is like a song.
It's almost like buying a house.
We did that.
Don't touch your names.
The skies above.
I know you're busy officiating.
Hello.
Just want to say hi.
How you going?
How are you?
I'm very good, and you?
Good, this is my husband Dave.
We met before, didn't we? Dave, how are you?
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's all right.
Hopefully we can join in. Have
I'm just going to do a little bit of this, and I'm going to join in too.
Oh, good.
Right.
We've come to that time of the day. It's been a beautiful day. I'll introduce myself. Just been called in the last notice. I live next door. My name's Marty Haynes. I had the pleasure of working with Erica Josephine Hodge for 11 years.
McGee.
McGee. No, I haven't finished. See, I'm getting paid by the word, so I'm just stretching it out. And so it was nearly 7 years in Canberra, where we were joined together, and not like we are, as you two will do tonight, but as broadcasters, because I work in radio, and then Erica and myself moved in and went to Wollongong, and then I sacked Erica and moved on. No, I will say it's a real honour. Erica's been a big part of many of our lives under this marquee, and there's one particular person that is not here today, but I know in spirit would be very proud of you, and his name's Brian. He's your dad, your late dad. And I thought about it this morning. I thought when we had rain, and I thought that was him with tears of joy. And then when we came here to this beautiful part of the world, the second part, I will leave in Wollongong, that's the best part, that he was shining down on you with plenty of love. He had a big smile. So I know in some parts of my life, and I know Erica's, I played the role of your dad in some places. He did cost me 350 grand when I bought a unit off you. When you wanted to buy that little house down the road from your unit, and I said, all right, well, I'll buy the unit off you. I reckon I got stitched too, you know. I sold it last year for 180. But it was a real honour, and the great thing about Erica, and I'm up here to talk about Erica McGee. Erica even knew when my wife Kylie Ann knew that I was expecting my first child before I did. And Erica and Kylie were together one night, and I was out rallying cars. I was into motorsport and rallying cars and stuff, and I was out competing in a rally, and Kylie was spending time with Erica, and Kyle said, I think I'm falling pregnant. Oh, I think I'm pregnant. I think how did that happen? Wasn't me. But, and it was true. It was, you know, and my two kids, I got two, a 16-year-old Taylor Jane, and they call Erica Auntie Erica, and I've got a 14-year-old boy, Jackson, or Jacko as we call him, and they call Erica Auntie Erica. And I know they'll certainly accept Ken into our family when they come over to the Gong. So, but to start it off, I mean, you know, things are always, you talk about the person that's sitting up there looking absolutely radiant, as we did. Today, both of them did. Charmaine did an absolutely outstanding job. Charmaine sang at our wedding. My wife got her to sing Highway to Hell, but that was another story. But you did a great job, Charmaine. She's first class, but I will say, when two people come together, they start to live together, and everything is one. So I just want to ask in the room, and a lot of people have known Erica for a long time, if anyone's got a key to her old apartment, could you please bring it forward? Nothing's said, so if anyone in this room's got a key to the apartment, could you come forward and drop the key in front of... Here we go. Graham. Of course, Graham did his hair tonight and left it at home. But Eric's got a bit of talent. Erica has got a bit of talent. She's a great broadcaster. She's a great human being. And I know she used to say to my wife Kylie Ann quite a bit. Every night she used to say goodnight to her future husband. And tonight you can do it face to face. She said that for many, many years. She did. She said it for many, many years. But she's a real talent. I remember back in Canberra days, Canberra, they've got those nightclubs. It's very known for the, you've got to fix your can up too, Ken. Adult things. But if no one knows, Erica's actually one boob's bigger than the other boob. And I entered her into a wet t-shirt competition once, and the great thing was she got first and third. But she's a gorgeous girl, and we absolutely love her. And it was a real honour. I know a lot of people in this room, a lot of people have travelled far and wide to come over to this neck of the woods, and we wouldn't have missed it for the world. It really is. We've had a beautiful couple of days. You've got a beautiful family, and I've only got to know Ken's, his boys are fantastic, and it's a real tribute to Josh and Jalen, yep. They're actually sober. Don't worry, boys, I remember my first drink too. But it's good, and it's been an absolute honour. And as I said to you before, Erica, there are 3 rings. There's the engagement ring, there's the wedding ring, and there's a lot of suffering. So I can only say I'm just one of many in this room that are very proud of your achievements as a human being. You know, you're just and that's a credit to your mum and your late dad and Michael. It's to what you have turned out. You've left a trail of love, and I know just with working on radio, and when Erica left, she left me in the lurch. But people still to the day talk about Erica Hodge, not just in Canberra but also in Wollongong and in surrounding areas down there. And I always knew if I tell a story and if I knew I hit the mark, Erica's laugh, I knew as soon as I wouldn't tell her the story first, but that's how I got to know Erica, because she sent a tape across back in those days with cassette. That wasn't MP3, but I remember taking this cassette home, and I said to Kai, I said, "Oh, this is a new girl that's applied for the job," and you were talking to your team, you're reading news in England, and your laugh got me. I said, "That is one of the best laughs. It is just a great laugh," and you've got plenty of those to go with the big fella. And I was privileged to meet Ken too. Daryl's going to say a few words. He's a good mate, surely, but I know on behalf of everyone in this room that's come together as one today, we wish you all the happiness. It's been a bloody long time, but we love you heaps. We could talk about you for hours, but I know you're only going to pay me $500. I did ask when she did say, "Oh, could you be MC with Daryl?" First thing, being in media, we asked how much, or is it contra? I can't contra over here, no one hears me. So anyway, but on behalf of everyone, Ek, we love you heaps, and thank you for letting us be part of your special day today. It's been an absolute honour. Yeah. Cheers to Mr. Cheers to the bridegroom, Sharon and Cyril. Erica and Ken. I'll call on Daryl. There's a good mate of Ken's to say a few words.
Shit, I'm in trouble with it.
Got your glasses.
Okay, here we go. Probably start in the beginning with Ken. Kenneth Earl McGee. Ken, Kenny, or Geese. Along with Larry Capel, a great friend of mine, and Ken's, I was instrumental, I guess, in bringing Ken out from Portland, Oregon to Perth to play baseball, obviously. His poor old mum and dad, bless them, fantastic people, thought he was coming out for a 4 or 5 month baseball season. 6 US presidents, 9 Australian Prime Ministers all served their time, 34 years, and he's still here. On his arrival, Larry and I thought it was a good idea to take him to the Sportsman's Club, which is just by Inglewood Oval, to have a beer and teach him what it meant when someone said, "It's your shout." Ken did well. It took him about 3 years to understand the concept. And another fellow who travelled with him, Mike Reese, it never ever did. Another purpose of the trip too was to introduce Ken and Mike to a fellow by the name of Tommy Smith, who was a stalwart of the Perth Baseball Club, who had a house that he was going to let to the boys for free. A little bit dilapidated, almost in ruins really. But him and Mike were very, very good tenants. They never complained. That's the first bit of bullshit. And anyway, they were good tenants. Cost them jack shit, never had to pay any rent. So we decided that you know, after 3 or 4 months, we'd put in a toilet and a shower for them. In the house, yeah, sorry, it was out the back before that. It was actually almost nearly in Perth. Also, another purpose was, oh no, I've lost my bloody track now. Where am I? Oh, actually, this is a... Anyone know what a wonka is? Ken found out very, very quickly, actually. His first game of baseball for the Perth Baseball Club was against South Perth. Arch enemies. South Perth actually had a first baseman by the name of Dean Mitchell. He was a pretty big boy. Pretty fat, really. And Ken had hit a home run earlier in the game, but on this occasion he was on first base. And Big Dean trod on Ken's foot and remarked something to him. Anyway, the inning progressed. Ken came in, I was the coach of the side, and he said, "Hey, Daryl, what's a wonka?" I said, "What?" He said, "What's a wonka?" I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "That fat ass on first base trod on my foot and called me a Yankee Wonka." I said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Yankee Wanker." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Don't worry about it. It's a term of endearment in Australia." And that is an absolute true story. Page 1. Very serious part here, though. Well, for a little bit. To Ken's credit, he's contributed a lot to West Australian baseball. He, in the record books of having coached 5 State League baseball teams, Perth twice, Morley Eagles, Wembley, and most recently and currently West Stirling, winning premierships at both Perth and Morley. We do not mention AAA grade.
State League, last one.
Gary.
Excuse me.
Did we beat you guys in the
Yes, you did.
Don't worry about it, I'm going to be wide out anyway. He's also coached state junior teams, state schoolboy teams over many years, and was also the inaugural Perth head coach. But as a pitcher, Ken's in the record book of the West Australian Baseball League. He actually pitched a grand final game of 22 innings for a win. Oh, stop spoiling the story. Which, well, the reason for that, of course, they had no other pitching and he was the coach, so he could do whatever he liked. And they lost. On that day, though, too, in a 22 innings game, he is also in the record book and joins an elite few that batted himself into a slump, out of a slump, and back into the slump in the same game.
There's that laugh, Marty.
It was at baseball that Ken and Erica's paths first crossed. Ken, the smart-ass Yank playing for Perth, and Erica, the fresh-faced kid, just out of nappies, but already an avid South Perth supporter.
Why not?
And over the years, they've finally found themselves, and to me, they're true soulmates. True soulmates. Culminating in today's World Series of Unions. Ken, the seasoned veteran of 2 previous World Series. And Erica, the excited rookie in her first. What that means in the long run, though, Erica, to you, it's for the rest of your life, it's going to be baseball, baseball and more baseball. And Ken, a shitload of free concerts. In closing though, and on a serious note, everyone here, everyone that knows you, I'm sure...
You came to one of those free concerts.
Thank Christ it was bloody Elton John. It was about as exciting as that speaker stand. And luckily it was free. Without any money though. Anyway, seriously, I'm sure everyone here, everyone that knows you, wish you well for the future. Wish you both everything that you wish and hope for yourselves.
Well said, Darryl. Nothing's ever for free though. You'll be paying for it for a long, long time. We will get Erica up. She wants to say a few words. She's got her iPad. She's on Facebook. Or is it Instagram or Snapchat?
Thanks, Paul. I'm only on an iPad because I couldn't get this printed out in Dunsbury yesterday. I got there after the post office had closed, so I'm less of a wanker than you think I am. There's been a bit of a theme to this weekend catching up with everybody, which is hilarious and also incredibly true, which is I can't believe you're finally getting married. Myself included, my mother desperately, lots of people in the room never thought this day would arrive. But I'd like to thank, as I pull my knees out at my bum, from the bottom of my heart, my friends who've travelled to be here today. My work husband for so long, Marty Haynes, and my sister from another Mr. Carly Ann. Thanks for jumping on the microphone again today, Boof. And Carly Ann, now you know who I sang those songs to all those years ago, which is you. I haven't told you that story yet. My urban tribe from Canberra. Tim and Joe, Ant and Gab, Amanda and Todd and Nikki and Vicky. It's testament to the strength of our friendship that the bonds have been stretched over several states, but we're still together. Girls, thank you for the gorgeous reading. The only thing missing was the rap and the interpretive dance. And you should know that my urban tribe has done all of the flowers in today's marquee from the grounds of the lodge, and they would have cost me thousands. They've done an incredible job. Justine, who was there at the very beginning in the Perth heat days, which is where Ken and I first crossed paths. We've travelled our own path through life together, and I've never loved you more than now. I'm glad you survived.
So wait.
Beck, thank you for doing Mum's and my makeup, and Hallie's as well today, and Charmaine, you absolutely killed it in the ceremony today. To the point where I think you get yourself an unwanted encore later on this evening. I love you both so very much. Virginia and Ed, who cut a family holiday in Hawaii short to be with us today, you're absolute retards. It's a massive effort. You're both so precious to me. I thank you so much for coming. The winners in terms of frequent flyer miles are my new sister-in-law Debbie and her husband Wes, who've travelled all the way from Nashville. I'd like to take the opportunity also today to wish Deb a very happy birthday. Thank you for the exquisite reading during the ceremony. You absolutely killed it. And I ideally wish that Mum and Laurie could have been here today as well. Several people here today know that I was planning to have a baby on my own before Ken and I reconnected. I changed my mind once it became clear that Ken and I had a real future together. It was a big decision. I remember crying to my mum one day saying that I was having a little bit of a hard time getting used to the idea that I would never be pregnant, that I would never give birth. I said I've just always known that I wanted to be a mum. And she said the best thing. She said, you've also always wanted to meet your soulmate, and maybe you can't have both. But the best part is that I do have both. I may not have given birth to Josh and Jalen, but I couldn't love them any more than if they were my own flesh and blood. I thank you both from the bottom of my heart for being so beautiful and accepting of me when I came into your lives. That transition is never easy, no matter how old you are, and you both handled it with so much respect and grace. I promise to one day stop nagging you about bringing your washing out and looking me over the I also promise to never stop loving you and caring for you, and I promise to be there for you both always. I love you so very much. Now to my mum and my little brother. Our world was turned... Beck worked hard on that. Our world was turned upside down on August the 5th, 1986 when my dad passed away suddenly. I was 14, Michael was 11, and my poor mum was a widow at just 39 years of age. With that wonderful hindsight that you get once you become in any way responsible for children of any age, both Michael and I now know we often gave her undue cause for concern. I simply don't know how she raised two teenagers on her own with seemingly positive results. It took a while, but we both got there, Mum. My mum has always been my best friend, without compromising being my parent, and that is a skill. She doesn't know how brave she is. She is my hero. My little brother is quite simply one of the best human beings walking this earth. He is smart, he is gentle, kind, funny, generous, caring, a wonderful dad, an amazing friend, the best brother ever. Great things await you, Michael, and I can't wait to see you embrace them. I absolutely adore you. And I wish our dad was here. I wish that my dad and my nana had met Ken. I know they would have loved him as much as my mum does.
Yeah.
Lastly, to my husband. Ken and I have been friends for 25 years. We met through baseball, the Perth Heat in particular, and we still share a passion for that sport. In fact, many of our friends here today, we have baseball to thank for bringing us together. As in, you guys, not me and Ken. I spent 15 years overseas and interstate, and we did lose touch during that time before one fateful email about 10 months after I finally moved back to Perth. The blessing that our rather unique situation brings is years and years of shared memories, despite our relationship being relatively recent. I'm so grateful for that. We have history. We didn't miss out on a huge chunk of each other's lives despite finding each other quite late in the piece. Those who know Ken know these things. He is passionate. He is competitive. He is kind. He is funny. He feels things deeply. He is generous. He is smart. He loves his family, and he adores his boys. He is a good man. He is a really good man, and he is also my very best friend. Our relationship is based in laughter, a lot of laughter, a shared interest in music and sport, a deep love for family, and the idea of moving through the rest of our lives as a team. We are not perfect. We argue about volume of music and TV. We argue about how to cook meat. We argue about his need to buy me presents and me having no need for presents. We argue about me asking too many questions, especially from another room in the house. We argue about me having to say things 3 times before he hears me. We argue about him leaving clothes on the floor next to the bed, about my lack of discipline with the dogs, about the fact that I sometimes kiss them more than him. But I have never felt so loved, and I have never felt so supported in my personal and my professional life. You are my life's blessing, doll. I promise to be your teammate forever. Just make sure that we always know the signals.
Okay, to respond, give a bit of an opportunity to break out the tissues. The grand for today, Ken McGee.
This is going to be a little different. I might swear a little, laugh a little.
No, you don't. We'll be right.
Anybody that doesn't like swearing better fucking leave now. That is a hell of an act to follow. Daryl, you're a bit average, but Marty and Erica. Doll, and it's Doll, isn't it? You are fucking fantastic. Bit pissed off we're not at Chris Isaak tonight, though, at Kings Park. Could have been there. I'm not going to talk about her yet. First thing I want to do is I want to thank everyone. You guys have no idea what this means to me, my boys, my sister, my brother-in-law, Erica, Yvonne, Michael, to just have you guys here today enjoying yourself like you have, and the fantastic effort. I understand your commitments the last few days, your work commitments, life commitments, everything, but you've dropped everything to come here and celebrate with us today. Absolutely fantastic Friday. We had a wonderful day on the Bush Tucker tour. People meeting for the first time, crossing paths, laughing, giggling. We had the golf day yesterday. Everyone wanted to kick my fucking ass. I don't know why. The dinner last night was fantastic, and the intent with that, this has been about 15 months planning, thanks to Erica, and the intent for that was to just get everybody to be here today and tonight and just let their hair down and enjoy what Eric and I enjoy every day by getting up together and spending the day together and finishing the day together and planning our lives together. We wanted you guys to be part of that for 10, 12 hours and enjoy that. So thanks from the bottom of my heart. And again, Ed, shit, what have we been, mates for, or I won't say mates, friends for 4 or 5 hours? The effort for you in Virginia to cut your holiday short in Hawaii and come out here and enjoy, obviously, what Eric has had for the day. And to all our Eastern State friends, except for the Gongers, but Tim, Joe, I'm going to miss people. Nikki, everyone, you guys are all fantastic, and you've accepted me into your guys' lives, and I'm really much looking forward to building those relationships over the years. To all my baseball mates and friends, both on and off the field, I won't talk about the rivalries your brother and I have had over the years on the baseball field, on and off, but we've always walked away respecting each other. From the bottom of my heart, I genuinely thank you guys so much, and if you don't enjoy the rest of the evening after tonight, I'll be disappointed, but I'm sure you will. So thank you very much. Meeting of Erica. It's who's that? Sally. She's growling at Reggie. Oh, the little black man. Oh, okay. Meeting of Erica. My first meetings of Erica, for the people that know, old Perry Field was the International Baseball Stadium. Very nice venue, and I can remember sitting up in the scorer's box hearing Erica's lovely voiceover. And now batting number 1 for Wembley, Ken McGee. I'd get in there and give it a little slug. Didn't know her then. I had commitments, but I could tell by the voice that she kind of was intent now. She didn't like that story. But I think it was 1989 was the inaugural year of the Australian Baseball League, and I was fortunate enough to be hired as the Perth Heat coach. I think you were at 6PR then? 6IX. PMFM. Oh, God, figure it out. Geez, you've been all around the place as far as media is concerned. But at Perry Field, we had our major interview day, the launching of the ABL, and the coaches meet the media day, etc., etc. And there I was in front of people, and all of a sudden, here's Erica shoving a microphone in my face. Ken, what do you think of this? What do you think? Dude, those are good questions. Jeez, I can tell you've got a degree in English. Tried to answer the questions as Australian as I could, and I still struggle to speak Australian, Daryl, don't I? Yeah, but... But there was just kind of something that, I don't know, clicked. But anyhow, 20 years later, life goes by, things go on. A few afternoons, and for the people in baseball, they'll know what it was under the willows at Perry Field, and And I'm just talking about socializing, gathering with your opposition team. You'd play everyone intently at Perry Field, then you'd go out for a beer, or you'd have a beer, and then you'd go out to the Willows and take the next stage, have another beer, and then you'd go home. We crossed paths there and then obviously her life went her way, my life went my way, and fortunately I was blessed with two wonderful boys, and our paths crossed again. Two with no egos. I battled through some hard times and got through it, as we all do, who are successful and battled through life. And I sent an email to Erica. I saw what she was doing. She had a successful career, and saw she was back in Perth, and I was kind of on my own. And I thought, send her an email. You want to have a coffee? Email comes back. No, not interested. That's kind of sharp and to the point. It was a bit iffy, so I persevered. As a competitor I am, I persevered, and eventually I got to catch up with her at the Subiaco Hotel for a coffee. It was a night after work. I had lost my license while I was working in Port Hedland. I'd lost my license. A couple too many drinks, as a few people in here can attest to. I'm not the only one, I know that. Come back to Perth, was battling my way through, teaching at a primary school, come back to Perth, try to reestablish my career. Fortunately got the job where I'm at now, blah, blah, blah. Went out with Erica, and she agreed to have a coffee with me at Subiaco Hotel. So we meet Subiaco Hotel about 6 o'clock. I had this nice little Pajero, driving it without a license. Not really to my knowledge. I didn't really know, did I, doll, at the time, but anyhow. So I went down for a coffee, caught up with her. We had a drink.
Coffee.
No, we had a drink. Had a drink. She saw some of her media mates around Subiaco, and Roberts, a few other people, as you do, around Subiaco, and decided, let's have a meal. Had a meal. What do you like to eat? I like... What? No. It was a shark. It was a flathead.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. We had whiting. I ordered whiting. Erica ordered whiting. We looked at each other, enjoyed. Excuse me, you'll get your turn. Both had whiting, enjoyed the whiting, enjoyed a bottle of wine or two. Looked at each other, had a little kiss. Very, very little kiss. I think you tripped on the way coming out. I caught you. Oh, that was it. She walked up Roberts Road. I got across the road, got my Pajero, drove home. No license. Anyhow, I made it home. I was a bad boy. Yeah. Anyhow, that was it. I think we rang each other before we got home that night. Had a conversation that went on for probably at least an hour or two. I'm going home to Mom. I can't let Mom talk to me. I can't let Mom hear me. I said, Erica, you'll be fine. Laid in bed, had a chat. But that was it. And it hasn't stopped since then. And it's been abso-fucking-lutely fabulous since that night. I can't say the words like she can, but Erica, you know what you mean to me. I think everyone in here knows what you mean to me and to the boys and to, we haven't even mentioned sweet Ellie, how important Ellie is part of our life, and also your mom and Michael. Am I carrying on too long? Not quite yet. Debbie Wes, my sister Debbie. Oh, God. She has been a mentor to me. She's been my sister. Pain in the ass sometimes, but what Debbie has done and the successes Debbie's had, Debbie had a daughter as a young child. Her life moved on. She bounced back. I think at probably 29, 30, Debbie, you went back to university and got a degree in occupational therapy. And I think that took you to your age 35 and persevered and started a career, moved down south. Eventually fucking left mom, and so did I. No, we love her to death, don't get me wrong, but mom's never accepted that we leave home, as most American moms don't. But you've been an inspiration to me, although you haven't thought that because I've been away from home for so long, and you and I stay in steady contact. You know what you mean to me, and what you mean to us, Eric and I and the boys, to be over here as their auntie and as your new sister-in-law, and fucking happy birthday too. Woohoo! Fantastic. I respect and appreciate. I know how hard it is in America to get to this much time away from your job and your work and get over here and celebrate. To my brother-in-law, Wes, he's just a champion. It's absolutely fantastic. Debbie and Wes and I nicked back home, I don't know, it must have been 12, 15 years ago now, I think, and you go back home and you stay with mom for a few days and you go, Jesus, gotta get out of here, this is enough. Haven't seen mom, love her to death, haven't seen her for a while. You get back home and you go, let's go, we gotta go. The three of us said, let's go. We're driving, an hour and a half drive to the Oregon coast. We toured up and down the coast. We had a great time talking about history, everything. And that's when I first really met Wes. He was an outstanding guy. And I can see why my sister loves him and why he loves her. And we actually, Wes is a pretty good blues guitarist from Nashville. If you don't know, he's got a couple of CDs. But, we sit up there last night, and he played his guitar. Eric and I sit there with him, and Cowboy was involved too. And Debbie, I could see the love and how you could not love the guy, and the two of you guys, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out and enjoying this day with me and Erica and the boys. It's been fantastic. Not long to go. Yvonne, Michael, Max, Hallie, you guys are fantastic. Yvonne and Michael, thank you so much for accepting me into your family. Michael, I can remember seeing your face many times in the baseball field. I never thought you would even, let alone have a beer with me, let alone come into your family. But there's no doubt the mutual respect is there, and I believe from the heart that Michael understands what his sister means to me and what I mean to his sister, without being arrogant, I guess. But fantastic. I look forward to many years ahead, enjoying our lives together and our journey forward. Yvonne.
Very careful.
Yvonne is, I guess, my mom here. You're fantastic. You're the most generous lady. You do anything for anyone. And I can see why Erica's one of yours. You're fantastic. And the love and the care, and not only for me, but for the two boys. Unfortunately, the boys lost their Nana, I think about 10 years ago, but I think you filled that void very well as we move forward and the journey moves on. She makes good sausage rolls that you'll taste in Iron Church. Yvonne, we love you to death, but I've got to tell this story. And this might kind of sound kind of funny, but it's not really. Debbie and Wes had just rolled up about last weekend, actually, and when Yvonne comes to stay at the house, if someone's staying in the spare room, which we usually have for her, she sleeps with Erica and I sleep out on the lounge. So we're busy planning for the wedding, getting organized and everything, and I was just stuffed, and the three of us are sitting on the lounge, and I said, look, I'd really like to sleep in that bed tonight, can I? Erica goes, I'll sleep in the middle, you sleep on one side, and Mom can sleep on the other. I said, hey, fantastic. This is going to be great. Hey. So, we hop into bed, and Yvonne hops into the side where I normally sleep.
I got it wrong.
Marty, did I interrupt like this when Erica was sleeping? So, we hop into bed. Oh, sorry, you're exactly right. And See, a good husband admits when he's wrong. Oh, that's right. I got snuck into my side. Yvonne slept on Erica's side. Erica was in the middle. So anyhow, we had a few wines actually that night. So go to bed, snoring away. Everyone's ripping them away, snoring at a cracking pace. And we get up in the 3 o'clock in the morning comes, and I feel this. Boy, it felt like a goddamn donkey kicking me. I thought for sure Emil was kicking me. I go, Jesus Christ. And next thing I know, the kick has moved me into Erica, who's in the middle of the bed. And here's Yvonne. She gets me and smacks me right into Erica. I'm going, what is going on here? Erica goes, what are you doing, Ken? I go, Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to move you over. Well, I can't move over. The goddamn dogs were on the other side of Erica. So Erica couldn't move over. So I get up, got my iPad, went out on the lounge, sat on the lounge, and it just so happened that the Seattle Mariners were playing that morning at 4 o'clock. Yeah, Yvonne had got up to go to the toilet and come back to the bed and mule kicked me to try and get back into my side. Because that is her side of the bed when she stays with Erica. And I didn't know that. So, Yvonne, you're always welcome in that bed, and I ain't getting nowhere near when you're in. We love you to death, and you know that moving forward. Quickly, I'm sure the dance floor is going to be very much occupied tonight, and I put a lot of time into the playlist tonight. So, Tim, where are you?
Darren and Josh, away.
Come on through, let's go. Tim, nowhere near the playlist. And we promised that. I put a lot of work into this playlist, and there are a lot of people. I've already been tested on your request when Erica sent out the invites and asked for your boogie requests. Some people, Don and Carol Harbin, where are you, Donnie? I don't know what boogie is. Well, it's not something you dig out of your nose. So first of all, you're all right there. But I'm sure you'll find out tonight.
Speech from Jalen and Josh?
Yes. Coming. Yes.
Marty, I think I've been cut short. Yes. Enjoy yourself tonight, because now Lisa's rudely interrupted me and cut my speech short, so I'll finish now. When your song comes up, and I know and Erica know, if you're not on the dance floor, Dunsboro taxi signs up there on the front ringing, and piss off out of here. But everybody, please have a good time. Enjoy yourself, stay safe, and let's have fun.
Menu tonight, Eck. It's like a coffee menu. He needs to offer up 1 and 2 sugars. That makes sense. They'll be sitting between your legs, Ken. That's what I'm talking about. We will call up Yvonne and Michael to say a few words on behalf of the Hodge family and the kids.
Okay, thank you, Marty. I have my 2 beautiful children here, which are going to say a few words, which is a little bit impromptu for the evening, but they've both spent some time this afternoon writing a few speeches for their Auntie Erica and their Uncle Ken, and so there's probably going to be a few wet eyes in the house, but I've already read them and I'm nearly crying already, so I'm going to hand over to my beautiful daughter Hallie, who's going to kick us off.
There you go.
Hello everyone attending Ken and Erica's special wedding tonight, or today. Just in case you don't know me, I'm Hallie, the niece of the bride, Erica. I'm standing up here tonight, or today, to say some special words and of course get over my fears of speaking in front of people.
You killed it,
Ever since I met you, Erica, and you, Ken, I have always loved you with all my heart and always will. But now it's your time to shine. Erica and Ken, I hope you enjoy your future with each other and your fur babies. All of us love you and we wish you an excellent future together.
And now my son, Max.
Hello, I am Max, the nephew of the bride. I wanted to wish you both, you Mr. McGee and you Mrs. McGee, will have a lovely future together, and eternity later I hope you still remember this day and the love you have found in each other. So I hope both of you will form a strong relationship together and be very polite to each other.
Yes, they're my two. So, I don't know how I can follow that actually, just follow. But I'll do my best. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Michael, I'm the brother of the beautiful bride. And before I start, it's customary at a wedding, but it's especially relevant today, I'd just like to say, Erica, you look absolutely stunning, sweetheart. Yeah. It's funny actually, upon hearing the need for a speech to come from my baby brother tonight, I thought, I'm a bit confused now because it's really the first time that I've ever been around Eric and I can get a word in at all. So I must make the most of it. So to Ken and Erica, I'd like to start with mentioning how much of an honour it is to be here to celebrate this very special occasion with both of you, and also with so many family and friends. Not only from Perth, but also from around the country and the world. I mean, Ken touched on it earlier today. We've got people here from, you know, country or regional WA, people from Queensland, people from New South Wales. It's great to see, obviously, people like Marty and Kylie here again today. But also, you know, people from as far as the USA, like with Wes and Debbie. It's really great to meet you. It's really, really great to have so many people come from so far away. You know, it's really amazing how far people will travel for a free meal. So, I guess I should let everyone know a little bit about my relationship with Erica. We met in the late 80s. Well, relatively speaking anyway, because that's when it dawned on me that she actually had a driver's licence and I didn't. But in all seriousness, we had a fantastic childhood together. We had slightly different priorities, I must admit. She was a little bit more involved with her music and her friends, and I was all about sport. And we had many different or interesting conversations. One of them being that, you know, Duran Duran was the greatest band ever, and that I should be more appreciative of their creative genius. I never quite understood that. But she was always destined for bigger things, and there was nothing that she would consider impossible. And realistically, with my sister, that was a trait that I really admired and respected deeply. I remember when we were in our early 20s, and she embarked on a trip to the UK for work, and I secretly thought to myself, just give it 6 months, she'll be back in Perth, broken, back in her old room, broke. I'd probably be giving her a bit of a hard time about it, but that was basically what my journal was back then. But anyway, like she said, after 15 years of very successful and established career in the media, a lifetime full of travel experiences, still no intent to come home at that stage, I had to admit I was really wrong. And, you know, again, it was one of the things that secretly deep down I was very, very impressed and always envied that about her. She was also very organised, which a lot of people have touched on also already today. In life there are people that procrastinate and leave everything to the last minute. Kind of like this speech. But this is, and then there's Erica. I said, this is a girl that's so organised that she used to create itineraries for my mother when she used to go and visit her in Wollongong. to ensure that Mum knew where she was going, what time she was meant to be enjoying herself, and what time she wasn't meant to be enjoying herself. In fact, she's so organised that everything you've seen and heard and enjoyed this weekend, she actually organised even before she met Ken. And so we arrive at today. You know, and she's involved into a beautiful, bright, a passionate woman that stands in front of us. The only difference between back then and now is she's found the yin to her yang. Her partner in life. I can't call him Geese anymore, which took me a while. But I can call him my friend and my brother-in-law. The beautiful thing that Erica and Ken really do complement each other very well. Erica likes to tell Ken what to do, and Ken likes being told what to do by her. In fact, it's all like you're already married, so today should be a pretty easy transition for both of you. Now, I know he probably already knows this, but just a couple of words of advice from my new brother-in-law, if I may. Number one, Erica's always right. So don't fight it, just accept it. Number two, even when Erica is wrong, it's most likely due to a misunderstanding or something that you did or said wrong in the first place, which caused it. And number three, if there was no misunderstanding, refer to point one. But on a serious note, and I speak for my mum here, we'd really like to welcome you to our family, mate. There are certain things in life that a sibling can figure out. Not by any analytical process or proven theory, but it's more attained to a feeling, an emotion. And one of those is knowing when they are truly happy, when they find someone that puts a spring in their step, someone that makes their eyes light up when they enter a room. And Ken, I'm really happy that you've achieved that with my sister, and you've achieved it with flying colours. So I've forgotten to bring my glass up to the microphone. I'm really unorganised, like I said. Pressed the note, speak at the last minute. But can I finally ask that all of you please be standing, charge your glasses, and let's have a big toast to the brand new Mr. and Mrs. McGee. Cheers. I love you, darling. Well done.
It's now my pleasure to introduce two young fellows that I've known since their birth. And if you had been at the golf yesterday, this is potentially one of the best comedy acts since Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. All they got to do now is work out who's Dean Martin, because Jerry Lewis is funnier. So anyway, can you please welcome up here Josh and Jalen.
I've got to start apparently. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I got told just to wing it a couple of days ago, and then I showed up tonight and Jalen's got notes, so I'm already up shit creek without a paddle. But, yeah, we're here to bring the life to the party because Dad spoke for about an hour and yeah, just dribbled shit. But we'll be right. I just want to thank the Hodges family for everything that they've done. Yeah, if they didn't have Erica, it'd be a hell of a family. But so it's just to Michael, Max, Hallie, and yeah, everyone. They're just so accepting, and they've made a big change to our family, to our lives especially. And yeah, I don't have to do my washing, and I've got food every night. So, yeah, with that and everything that she does on Game Changer, I can look at how I went on the weekend in a couple of days and see what I need to work on. And there's a lot of other things. Jalen's standing back there because he's very nervous. He's reading over his notes. He says, Craigie House. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, you gotta say something now. This is, yeah, you
Anyway, I'll take it off. I'm the only public speaker in the family. You know, well, Dad, he does half well, but I'm better. But in all seriousness, we were living in Florida. Ken and Erica were living there. Me and Josh were living there. And they said, oh, we're going to look at a house in Craigie. Craigie, what the hell is that? It's nowhere near the coast. Oh, it's 10 minutes away from our house where we're living now. It's about half an hour. And then we go there. Dad, Yvonne, and Erica are there. They look at it. This is a lovely house. Lovely house. Come on, Josh. Come look at it. Go on. Me and Josh drive up from Florida. It's about 45 minutes away. And we go there. We look at it. Oh, yeah, this is a nice house. We walk out the back. There's about nothing there. And then I walk back in. There's a random. I bump into this pole. There's a random pole in the middle of the house, which is still there. And then Dad goes, what are you, drunk or something? It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Of course I'm not. And then they've ended up buying the house for some silly reason. But now they put in a pool, they put in a veggie patches, they've done the limestone, you know, and it's not a house anymore, it's a home. My brother and my girlfriend Ellie to come home to every day after work. And it's an absolute pleasure. It's a beautiful home and it's loving and caring. We've got Yvonne and Michael who can join us any day of the week. And it's gonna be a lifetime of joys and happiness.
And now we're going to go back to the story at the Floriat house. So we've just moved into the Floriat house and we just got Reggie. And Reggie, he's a sporadic pooper. He doesn't mind lifting the leg on any random that's walking around. So we're at the new house and Jalen's got his little getaway. Oh, the old house, not the new home. I said the house, not the home. So we're at the old house and Jalen's asleep one night, as you do. And wakes up in the morning, walks out his door. Boom! Oh, what's that shit? No, literally shit on my foot. And then, so Dad goes, oh, Reggie, yeah, he's a little puppy. He shits everywhere. I can't control him. So Dad gets up there and goes, oh, I've got this spray that makes dogs, it pisses them off. They won't shit there ever again. Fucking Reggie, his troubles are solved. They won't do that. So Dad's spraying this stuff on the carpet. Jalen's like, oh, now I can sleep good tonight. I'm gonna feel good. And then goes to bed that night. Wakes up the next morning. Dad, screaming, Dad, fucking what's this shit under my foot? And Dad runs up there and goes, oh, fucking Reggie, you little cunt. Sorry, don't say that. You little shit. Yeah, and then so he gets the spray again. He goes, oh, I'm gonna teach Reggie a lesson here. I'm gonna double spray. He's never gonna be pooping here again. And then next morning, Jalen, boom, straight into the poop again. What the fuck? Screaming out, and then Dad goes, oh, what a stupid dog. And he has a look at the bottle. And it makes him poop in that spot. So he was throwing his butt and makes him shit there. So Reggie gets there in the morning, thinks he's doing the right thing. He's like, oh no, this is where Dad wants me to go. And it's right up in front of Jalen's door. Yeah. So then we decided, you can't smell that 45 minutes north, so we moved to Craigie. Yeah, you can talk.
Well, that's your funny joke for your lifetime, isn't it? I know what to say at your funeral. It's a joke, guys. Come on. But anyway, I'd like to thank everyone far and wide from the whole of the world. Who would have thought Debbie would be here from Nashville, Tennessee? Thank you. And happy birthday, Auntie Deb. But thanks everyone for coming. It's been a great night, and it's only going to get better. But yeah, pleasure to see everyone and meet new people who I'm going to be friends with for life now that these two are bloody tight tonight. But yeah, it's a pleasure to see everyone, and it's going to be great times ahead. And these two are made in heaven. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming, and stay for a drink, and I love you all. Thank you.
Okay, relax, refill. We'll be back shortly with the cutting of the cake.
I'm just gonna video before I get photos of it. So.
Cowboy.
Tell him to turn it up.
Cowboy, turn it up.
Turn it up. Here's the neighbors go.
Everyone put your hands together for the new Mr. and Mrs. Ken and Erica McGee. And the next dance is to Gangnam Style.